We are indeed delighted for you, particularly delighted for Lewis. We were talking about the importance that the pit stops played there, but actually, above all of that, the importance of Lewis's aggressive driving was what helped him win that race.
No, I think you know what a fantastic race. You had 3 teams, 3 drivers really battling it out, and the pit stops had to be right, they had to be at the right time, they had to be consistent, and the drivers had to get straight on it, you know, to get on with that prime tyre, just nail it straight away like that as well. So, you know, Lewis just drove a fantastic race.
Just explain to us how nervous you were, because we said that the crucial phase in this race was going to be 8 or 9 laps from the end. When that harder tyre went onto the cars, nobody really knew what would happen with the performance. What was the feeling on the pit wall at that moment? Bit of nerves?
Yeah, well, a little bit of nerves all the way through, to be honest, but I did a little bit nervous, but Petrov, I think it was already on the prime. We saw him going green on the prime, so that was our signal, really. At that point, we believed we could turn it on. We thought that, frankly, Ferrari might be a bit more nervous of the prime than us, based on what's happened earlier in the year. We thought we could get the temperature on, and really, Lewis got straight onto that prime. As soon as he got some greens, then, frankly, we knew he had the race won. So, yeah, always, you never know. If you can suddenly get on, can't get the tyre temperature up, and you know, it goes away from you. But I think he did a fantastic job.
Well done.
Do you think, I made it just before you came on, I thought the telling factor of the whole race was Lewis' outrageously brave move on the outside of turn 2 on Alonso. That for me was a spectacular move in itself, but actually was the reason why he won the race perhaps.
No, I think, you know, if you've got a great champions like Lewis and these drivers, when they get a sniff of a win, that's when you get something extraordinary. And again, what Lewis did today is extraordinary. It's what we expect of him, but it's nonetheless, it's what you know, really extraordinary race.
And you were just noticing out the corner of your eye there, something bright red. That's what Lewis Hamilton had his mirrors full of for the whole race. So Lewis knows exactly how it feels to have a Ferrari colour behind him. Stefano, that race from your perspective, we've just been discussing Lewis's great drive. Fernando was pushing like crazy as well.
Yeah, I think that was a really great race. I'm really happy, let me say that, for Martin, because I saw something that was not right in my view, a lot of pressure that not typical from England, I would say. Very typical from Italy, so I'm very happy for you, Martin.
You know how that feels to be under pressure.
I know very well, so I can say that to Martin. But apart from that, I think it was a great race. We were try to push as much as we can. We know that with this temperature we struggle with the warm-up of the tires, and that's the way it is. At the end of the day, Lewis did a fantastic race. Fernando was very close, but in my view, the most important thing that, you know, if we see this kind of performance, we can have a different second half of the season in order to try to challenge Red Bull, because they're still leading, they are still very strong. But so now it's my go, if you don't mind, next race.
You take it in turns now, do you?
Yeah, we have that sort of arrangement these days.
I've never known they were that friendly in my day.
I might try and renege on it next week, though.
And what I need to say is that, you know, you were very concerned, and indeed we are. We know how the Ferrari is so susceptible to the tyre temperatures, and it doesn't like these temperatures. And now going into some very, very warm tracks, you actually look really strong.
I don't know. I think that we need to do race by race. I'm sure that Hungary, if you remember last year, in Germany we were very strong. Then we went in Hungary and we were 1 second off the pace from the Red Bull. So I think that the only signal that I can say that for me is great is to see that in certain conditions the car has improved. But let's wait and see.
Okay, Stefano, Martin, thank you
very
both
much.
very much.